Hi, Roscoe here. Gonna run this team. I'm quaking it. It's using the Wicked Soul as kind of the main pet. Almost one of my favourite pets. Then I'm using the Venom Spitter Hatchling and the Pocket Reaver. Most of the afternoon I've been queuing into a Benax, and they have that bubble. I'm queuing into this. Essentially what they do is they get that swarm of flies up, then they use the bubble. And I'm having a real tough time kind of getting the Benax down. The rest of the pets are fine. It's just this Benax that causes me so much problems. So I put the Venom Spitter Hatchling in here, as well as the Pocket Reaver, because they were running a Stormborn Whelpling as well. So I thought having him in there to tank all that damage. Now, the first time I actually played him, and I think it's the first and only game I've used this brittle webbing worked really, really well. In that he had it up on him and he had that dot ticking, and then he bubbled, and then I was just spamming this for the swap, or to break the bubble, either way. The swap did come, then he was taking damage on the back line, the pet in the front was taking damage, so it worked really, really well. And the Swaddling Swarm is a way to instantly break it as well. Great, so this is the guy. He's good, he's a good player, so if you watch my videos, I think you're a very good player. Start with the Wicked Soul. Go to haunt him. I mean, if he's perhaps learnt, the smart move is to bubble after this. But then I will just Swaddling Swarm it off, unless he swaps out. Cool, so he hasn't learned. So now I'm going to throw up my brittle webbing. And now I'm just going to keep throwing it up. If he does swap, it's not going to matter. He's got that dot on me, the full duration. I'll go for my Swaddling Swarm. It's going to do some decent solid damage. So yeah, he is starting to take damage in the back line now from the brittle webbing that's up, and it's removed his bubble as well. I'd imagine the heal may come up. Oh, he's gone for the stun. Is that going to be okay? Yeah, why not? So he has potentially swapped it up, but it's not going to matter too much. I'm going to get the brittle webbing up. This pet is going to die, so some good damage. There is only 2 HH spiders, and this is the one I've preferred. So I'm going to get this brittle webbing up, and I think every time he hits one of us, so if he uses that Arcane Storm, I think it hits him 3 times. So he's not done anything. I'm a Swaddling Swarm. Just really solid damage to him. So he's been hit by every single one. I do want to use this robot. I'm quite going to kill him, so that's fine. I'm going to go for this again. Now I'm going to use my Quake. I'm not going to charge it up. There's no point in me doing that. So if he swaps to the back, he's still going to take damage. One of these pets, if they come in, I'm pretty sure they die. To be fair, I have countered his team pretty hard, if I'm being honest. I have done it with pets that I don't really use much, so... and probably hardly anyone uses. I'll queue it once more. See kind of what happens. I'd imagine I'm going to get countered. This guy's pretty cool. I had the power ones. I had 2 of those. So I swapped it for this guy, and I think it's probably worth it. Loads of health. It wasn't really quick anyway, so it didn't matter. It's got that supercharge. The other thing you could do is have that fell immolate up, but only really work if they're swapping around. Cool. I'd imagine it's going to be that same guy, and he'll have countered me pretty hard. He's kind of moved tier 1 pets, and that's a bit lousy of him. Oh, I guess I am running a Wicked Soul, but then these 2 pets, I mean, who uses the Venom Spitter Hatchling or the Pocket Reaver? Okay, so he has gone to counter me. Start with the Venom Spitter. And throw out the Brittle Webbing. I'm going to go for the Spiderling Swarm, just because of the solid amount of damage it's going to give. Now just spamming the Brittle Webbing. So he is going to stay in this time. So it's going to be 2 more hits. I am quick at both his pets on this one. So I'm going to throw out the Brittle Webbing on this guy now. If he doesn't kill me, which he might not. No, maybe he will. Now I'll get the Spiderling Swarm off as well. So that crit has got me. Now I've got a good matchup. I'm just going to go for the damage. And again. I'm going to take something on the Wicked Soul. Let's get that Haunt down. Could be a risky strategy, but he was only running the Agony, and on that really high health Pocket Reaver, it wasn't gonna pay off. This time I'm gonna use my supercharge, and do I think that's gonna fuck his ratio? I'm just gonna go for the AoE. Even if he uses this, he's wasting the Amplify magic that he's got up. This whole time I'm doing decent damage to him. Now they're probably running a stun, so I'm just going to spam my damage into him. I'm not going to use my supercharge to try and bring that out, because it's what they would just do. I don't think the battle's going to last long enough for that to actually come into effect. See, that's the thing, just using the agony, it's really hamstringing them here. So I will be able to supercharge and get a strong metal fist off before the Pocket Reaver goes down. Yeah, because they're both going to go off, it's going to potentially take me out of that second hit. No, so I'm going to be able to get another hit off. I don't think there's any damage up front. Again, they've got nothing to do any direct damage to me. I think they run Shadows. That's got Shadow Slash as well, so probably needs to switch that up. The spam ball attack would have really helped him. I'll try one more with this team. Is that person he's gonna be using the same pet? I'm gonna start with my Wicked Soul. He loves starting with this pet. Same old tactic. Got a bit of webbing up. So he is just going for the damage here. I'm just going to go for a strike just in case the swap comes in. And I'm going to go for my swarm. Racial's procs. Can I be able to get this off on one pet before I go? Again, this isn't a matchup he wants. I mean, maybe he thinks he can win. I don't think he can. That's actually gonna. I will go for the strike. Him going for that AoE is not going to benefit him. Just going to Quake through the barrier. Otherwise it becomes one of these rubbishy standoffs. I'm not really kind of down for that. So I'm going to be able to get a lot of damage off here. The stun is going to come in. Now it can let me supercharge and then use my Quake. This guy's taking a lot of damage in the back there. So supercharge. I don't think that's going to take me below my racial this time. So I'm going to be able to continue attacking. He should really swap that move. The stun is going to come in, and it's probably going to be it. Although it certainly took a smaller bit, he's not actually got the upfront damage to do anything here. So I'm going to see if I can get the supercharge off. I don't think it's going to quite take me down. I'm actually going to go for the hit on this Sister of Temptation here. The reason for that is so it's actually within kill range of my Wicked Soul. And this hits super low. I'm glad I did kill him, because I'd imagine he'd perhaps go for that, and then it would just become him trying to charge up his blast. Yeah, so this is this team called I'm Quaking It. It's just quite a neat team, quite a cool team. Not used this pet before. I have kind of looked at this pet and swapped around and used different ones, but this is it's the first time I've actually kind of used it in a proper team. Yeah, so that's just going to be the quick 3 battles. In there, the Wicked Soul isn't really doing anything, it's just essentially just allowing a swap to one of these other pets that kind of makes it strong. But in reality, I mean, these two could have probably beaten that team. Yeah, well, thank you for watching. It's definitely a fun team, but I managed to get the wins. I'll see you in the next video.